Hello, and welcome to Desis and Dragons. My name is Indrani. I am the DM for the Broken 12 campaign, and with me is one of our lovely players, Alaka Gupta.
It's me. Hello. Nice to be here. Look at my cool background.
Yes.
It's thematic.
Yeah, thematic, because Alaka is here, and we're going to specifically Monstrous Companions. Recently, books come. Yeah, recently Matt Colville and his and the company MCDM. What's MCDM? I was right the first time. I should have been committed to my own words. MCDM have released a book called Beastheart and Monstrous Companions, which basically is a really cool third-party way to have a monstrous companion in your group, and have a player who's like very close to it with the Beastheart class. We're not throwing shade at the Ranger Beast Companion subclass. A lot has been said about that. We don't need to go into it. I'm sure someone's had fun with that subclass. But we think this one looks a lot of fun. Annika, you have been very keen on the Beastheart class, like ever since the playtest was going on, telling me over, read it. Why were you so keen about it?
Well, because this is purely selfish reasons. With Medu, I wanted to build when you started this campaign. There was this option that we had to enter in the 8 Wings race, and you gave the option that you can have like animal pet thing. And I was like, that's cool. I'll pick like any of the flying creatures and all. And then I don't know how the talk went, and it was like, you can make your own custom monster shit. And I was like, yes, let's do that. And then I was kind of looking for a class which would sort of work with like the whole background of my character. And I thought about Ranger. I have played Ranger before, and it's okay. I mean, it's great for RP, gotta say. 100% amazing for RP. It's kind of not great for battle. And I just thought that on the often chance that we end up getting into a lot of battles, I don't want it to be 2.5 people fighting. I want to pull my weight in battle. I love battling. I love fighting in D&D combat. It's one of my favorite things. It's like, I really want to pull my weight. So I looked through a couple of other things. I thought about cavalry. It was also not really fitting because, sorry, not cavalry, Cavalier. It was also kind of not fitting because you don't actually use your beast much. It's like, you have a mount, and then everything else is just what you can do. And it's got nothing to do much with the beast. And then I saw a fighter thing. So when Tasha's Cauldron of Everything released, in the Battle Master section, they had a couple of builds for fighters, suggesting builds on, what feats you can take and what like maneuvers you can take to get like a desired effect, which is really cool, by the way. If you want to play a fighter, Battle Master can give you a lot of options to do a lot of different things just playing like a regular fighter. So I thought from there was this option called the Outrider, which I thought that's kind of like what I want Cosmo and myself to be, like, from like maybe from a little bit of a distance, because I'd taken archery as my fighting style. Maybe from a little bit of a distance to kind of like go and shoot things, and then use the speed of the beast to kind of maneuver around the battlefield, things like that. So that was kind of what I was doing with at least what I was intending to do with Medu and Cosmo. Cosmo is now not in Medu's thoughts anymore. Find out why if you watch the campaign.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see how long that lasts.
Yeah.
How long can you keep away a horse girl from her horse stain?
This is exactly what I'm playing. I'm just playing a horse girl. Oh my god, it's the best. I love it. No shade. So I found out that MCDM was doing playtests for this class called the Beastheart. First, I thought it was like a subclass for Ranger, and then I checked out the playtest, and I was like, oh wait, this is a full class. And I looked at it and it was like very cool because they outline not only like these interesting monstrous beasts, not just your everyday wolf, sure, everyday wolf or everyday bear or whatever, as a companion. They have like a bunch of interesting like monsters that you can use as a companion, like say a bullet, or like they have a gelatinous cube, sorry, and a hellhound. They have options for those kind of things. So I was like, okay, this. So they're using monster creatures for companions. Maybe this could work a bit better with Cosmo, because Cosmo's not got. He's a little different looking. He kind of falls in the monstrous category.
It's true. For those who don't know what Cosmo looks like, and if you haven't, you really should. He's a mage-bred creature made by House de Vidalis and everyone. And so he's like a cross between a reindeer and a Pegasus, but with bat wings. So he's not a natural creature. You're not going to find you don't find them originally from the wild. But he does have but yeah, he is definitely not a normal creature. He's a very special boy. Would you call it monstrous? Not to Alika's face, but yeah, not to me. Yeah, a little monster.
He's a cute monster.
Very
anyway, so then we kind of like looked at it and we were like, okay, cool. This is some interesting ideas for how to use your creature in battle. And in fact, in this class that they've now released, at least version 1, they've released right now, fully done with amazing art and really good PDF and a character sheet. So in this class, they've actually made it so that the beast takes a little bit more importance in the battle. So it's like you are controlling your beast, and you kind of like not swap, but you are sort of influenced by what your beast does. Your beast is sort of influenced by the commands you give, and it's very interesting and cool. They use a very interesting system called ferocity points. How do you pronounce that? Ferocity? Sure.
Ferocity is correct, yeah. Yes. Ferocity, yeah, if we're going to actually talk about the system, it's pretty interesting that the Monstrous Companions, as they get in a fight, they get more and more angry, more and more ferocious, which increases every round. It's about a D4 plus the number of enemies which are actually in it, like 5 feet close to it. And so as, it's getting more and more swarmed, it's getting more and more ferocious, and that ferocity can be used for its abilities. Each of these Monstrous Companions have a unique ability that they unlock as they or their companion, aka Medu, levels up. And if you spend those ferocity points, you can use these special abilities. But if you don't spend the ferocity points, there is a chance that they can go on a bit of a rampage. You want to tell them about that?
Yeah, so obviously the best part about the Beastheart class is that your companions are not technically tame beasts. They are wild and free and ferocious creatures who have not been domesticated. Therefore, in battle, there is a chance that they can lose control of themselves, somewhat similar to how a barbarian may lose control of themselves, or like a werewolf may lose control of themselves. If their ferocity builds up to a certain point, they have to roll a die. Well, technically, the person who's playing them has to roll the die, and I don't remember the statistic, but like on a fail, they basically lose control and attack whoever's closest. So that's fun. That's a nice, interesting, chaotic thing to bring in, which is great.
Yeah. She believes it's chaotic. However, I've actually read the thing, and the companion can try and calm the creature down. I looked it up. It's an animal handling check. And who literally comes from the family that gives you a bonus to animal handling checks?
It's Medu.
Medu de Vidalis. Yes. So you might think, this is going to be a thing. But it's very, as long as she's rolling those Nonagon dice, I don't think she's failing that check.
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole point of this class itself, because you have this extra control over these creatures. Because the PDF gives you companion rules for anything, like in the sense that you don't have to play a Beastheart to have a animal companion. You can just have it in the party. For example, had I not had Cosmo, then maybe Chirag would have allowed us, or maybe will in the future. I don't know how he's balancing the game, but that baby bullet we rescued could technically be a companion for the party.
there are literal rules for having a bullet companion. I was surprised to see that there. I'm like, I did not plan for that. Oh God, they might keep the baby bullet. Who knows?
I mean, it depends. I might get jealous with Cosmo there, so I don't know. We'll see how
Who
it goes.
knows? But yeah, the nice thing about you, anyone could take that as a companion. You can only have one monstrous companion at a time, but technically someone else could. I would fight. I would be like, why? Why would you do this to me? The book says no. But it's like, it's very hard to say no to these guys. It's very hard. Like literally, they'll find out where I live and come after me. Very true. If I say no to their pets. But yeah, they'll have there's like anyone can you don't have to be a Beastheart to have a companion. If you want to have them. There are rules for balancing encounters if you have one. But yeah, you can like have that having with you. But if you're a Beastheart, the fun thing about that is it has bonuses in addition to like calming the creature down, but also your abilities as a Beastheart, if we can talk about the Beastheart, you can actually take some of your creature's ferocity, channel it in yourself, and unlock all kinds of cool abilities called Primal Exploits, which you can do for all kinds of wonderful and wild things. So just like help you. They're a little bit like maneuvers to an extent.
Kind of, yeah.
But like dice you spend and you lose on a short rest. No, they keep coming as long as your creature keeps getting angry.
Right.
As long as your buddy.
As long as you're in battle, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. It's gonna be fun. I think your battle style might change as you use it, because you're like, I gotta keep Cosmo safe. I'm riding on fighting, but also if Cosmo is surrounded by enemies, then he's gonna get angry quicker. So you're gonna have that balancing act to deal with.
Yeah,
which I think is a little bit more. Which I think is gonna be a little bit more interesting than just what's it called? I've got this supply of superiority dice that I'm going to wreck your day with on any crit. Yeah, good. So yeah, with that little explanation, as for the book itself, you checked out the book, right?
Yes, I have.
It's so pretty. The art is like Conan the Barbarian art. It's
exactly.
Great.
It's so. It reminds me of all those amazing Conan comics. And
oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, everyone looks great. Everyone looks really cool. The animals look terrifying in the best possible way. There's nothing problematic about it. But yeah, it's all good art. It's all definitely good stuff. Yeah. I don't usually brag about the art, but this is good art.
It's really nice.
Yeah. Now, as for the game, so let's actually take a moment and figure out your character. We are discussing that you want to actually switch over entirely from fighter over to this character, to Beastheart.
Yep.
It's a big shift. So let's talk about what those changes are actually going to be. As we go from fighter all the way to Beastheart.
Totally doing this because we played that one shot where we fought TPK, the Pigeon Killers, and we leveled up our characters to level 10. Now I know what a level 10 fighter does, so I'm good with it. I'm done with fighter. Let's do another class. That's totally my reasoning.
I kind of got my fill of combat with that. I'm just like, oh God, why? Yeah, I don't know if any of you saw that, but it's just like, oh my God, that was the. Could you tell? Were you watching it, or did you watch any of the VOD afterwards?
Me? I mean, I took part in the whole one, and I watched like most of yours until I kind of fell asleep at the last like half an hour before yours ended.
She never saw the ending. She doesn't know if we won or not.
I know you won. I know you won by a hair's breadth.
Yeah, but you could it was so stressful. I don't know if you guys could see it on my face, but it was like I couldn't tell jokes or anything. I was just like, I have to survive. Well, I will take them down with me. I have to take them down with me. I didn't think I was going to win. But yeah,
you had to bring honor to House Desis and Dragons. Otherwise, you're going to be excommunicated.
Clearly, I would lose my DM rights. Clearly.
Yep.
But yes, let's look over the character sheet. As a Beastheart, you'll be going from hit point D10 to D8.
It's going to be fun.
It's definitely going to be fun. But you do get most of the stuff you get from fighter: light armor, medium armor, shields. No heavy armor, but I don't think you use that anyway.
No, surprisingly, very little armor on the art. Got to say.
They know what they're trying to be. They know what they want to be.
They know what they're catering to.
Yeah. You got longbows, you got simple weapons, battle axes, great axes, scimitar. Yeah, I think that's all there. I don't think you'd wanted anything. I don't think you wanted anything special. I don't think you'd be like using a crossbow or anything.
No, I'm just a simple longbow user.
Yeah, and the skills, you get 3 skills. I did only give you 2. I'm gonna pull that up.
Let me pull my sheets up. Did I have it here? I have like 4 skills in this.
Yeah, then you're gonna get another skill. Yeah.
Wait, I get 5 skills as Beastheart?
Yeah.
I don't get 5.
Yeah, that's a thing. You choose 3 from animal handling, athletics, intimidation, nature perception, stealth, and survival.
Oh, okay. Pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to change your equipment. What you have now is what you have. So, but it wouldn't have changed things too much. So I'll let you keep whatever equipment you've got.
Oh, thank you.
But yeah, as for the stuff itself, you gain your companion, and also the stuff that every horse girl really wants is that your companion cannot properly die. Because if your companion does die, or even if it's injured, you can spend a minute healing it, even if it's disintegrated. You can like bring it back with your connection by taking a level of exhaustion.
I'm fine with that, man. They could have given me 3 levels of exhaustion. I would have done that in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I might do. Yeah, I might do that if what's it called? I just realized this microphone wasn't connected. I have no idea how you can hear me.
It sounds fine.
Okay. Does it sound worse?
It does surprisingly sound worse now.
Away we go. Away we go. I spent money on like a big, Wi-Fi, a big, voice setup. I like things. It's not good. Get a mic. Got a little mic. It's not good. I'm just using my computer. This is
the same thing I did. I got this mic. Hang on, now I can't find it because it's lost to the ether. That is my desk. But I got this little clip-on mic and it sucks. I can't make it work.
All right. Anyone? Tell me. Yeah. Tell me if my voice sounds worse or better. Let me know. Shout it out. So you get your companion. You're going to Cosmo will outlive the rest of the party.
That's true.
And you have the option to bond with a new companion. After a long rest, but I don't see that happening.
Nope. I don't think that's happening. Unless he literally wants to leave, like full on Pokemon Butterfree style, just wants to leave, and I'll be like, okay, I'm going to cry, but I will let you go and live your own life, buddy.
Yes, after Cosmo, evolves from the Cosmo P into a Cosmo Fly, he's going to go off and have his art that way. Yes, that is.
That was a traumatic episode. I cried a lot. I was 12 when I watched it.
There we go. There's our content. We've got a plan. All right.
Oh wow! Don't do this.
You also get natural language, which is you can comprehend and communicate with your companion and all beasts and monstrosities, which is good. But on the other hand, you do already kind of get that from speak with animals and charm animals. I think charm animal. I think that still works. But I think just to be fair, if you cast speak with animals, while this effect is going on, it's basically you get advantage on it. Like, I don't want you to feel like David Dallas' ability is wasted.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, by default you can speak to him. The beast and monstrosities. Well, sort of speak to him, It's not like perfect communication. It's like the basic stuff.
I'm totally fine with it. Like even if that just kind of overlaps and you don't want to give an addition to it, I'm okay with it. This is
I don't like people
filled with one thing.
I don't want women in Eberron campaign. I don't want to make the dragon mark seem less powerful in any way. I don't want to be that kind of dick. It kind of undermines oh man, dragon marks are great. Like I don't need dragon marks. I am a Beastheart. Like okay.
I have undermined the entirety of my house. You all suck. I don't need your powers. I'm off on my own.
Yeah, we can actually talk a little bit how you're going to gain the Beastheart. We can discuss this kind of like an idea I have in mind on stream, off stream, or I can just keep it as because I have ideas. Like the Beastheart is kind of like an expansion of your current dragon mark. That combined with something else is going to be like, that's like, not everyone can be Beastheart. Not even everyone from House of Valis can become a Beastheart. But you, because of special reasons, can extenuate that into Beastmark stuff.
Oh, I love that. That sounds awesome.
Good. So I'll keep some of its full things secret until that comes up. But yes, now the exciting thing. Primal Exploits. You can channel your companion's fury into extraordinary deeds called Primal Exploits, which are fueled by your companion's ferocity. You can choose 3 Primal Exploits. Just like Warlock's Eldritch features, some of them are like locked. Like you get at level 7, there's some that's like there. At level 10, there's some more that you have to be level 10 to get. But right now, you can choose from a pretty big list for level 2, which ain't bad at all.
Yeah, they're like
they're
1, 2, 3.
Oh, there's a lot.
There's like 9 of them. That's not bad.
Not at all.
And I can pick 2. No, I picked 3 right now. Nice.
Yeah, you picked 3. Yeah. You can only use them while you're within 60 feet of your companion, but I don't see that being a problem if you're riding in the saddle.
Yeah, riding, but mostly anyways going to be next to him either ways.
Yeah.
I'm totally going to take Hurricane Blow because that just sounds so in character. Like, what if he like rears up and flaps his wings over? Sounds cool.
That sounds good. Shall we like have a little bit of a short description about what the exploits are?
Sure.
For our lovely fans. Cool. Yeah. First up, we'll just say the one you're interested in. Hurricane Blow, 3 ferocity. You can activate this exploit whenever you take the attack action. The first time you hit a creature with a weapon attack this turn, deals its normal damage, and you can push the target up to 10 feet away from you. No saving throw. You just have to hit him.
Yep. Sounds great as well, because that works great for like an archer person.
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially if there's going to be like weird things on the map or holes or like any kind of environment you can exploit. It'll be fun. Or even if it's just like that next to your friend. Shoot him, push him away, your friend can run away without figuring an attack opportunity. Suck that, Sentinel.
It's not bad.
Next up, Ada's friend. You can activate this way whenever you take the attack action. Before or after you attack, your companion can take the help action as a bonus action. Well, that's a good way to utilize if they don't have a, if they don't have a bonus action they can use. This is a good way to, take advantage of your companion.
It's pretty much giving you advantage on your attack, which is great. Yeah. Oh man, it's like just easy advantage if you had like a multi-class with a rogue. Wow.
Yeah, I mean you do what's called. You have to get 2 levels of Beastheart as well, and 4 ferocity. But yeah, you could definitely make it work.
Yeah.
So
I'm not going to go rogue though. I'm too big and dumb for that.
Yeah. Bring them down for ferocity. When your companion hits with their signature, you can use your reaction to command a creature to yank the target down. Now, this is a strength saving throw or they fall prone.
Also very good. Excellent for melee fighters. Probably not going to help me much because every time they're prone, I get disadvantage. So that sucks.
Yeah, that's actually a good thing to think about. Like, for your fight with Cosmo, do you see yourself like staying with Cosmo, staying in the back, shooting in the distance, and you don't see yourself like using Cosmo to like ram them with their horns or anything like that?
No, I do think that at some point it won't be like mostly me on Cosmo because I think that might end up becoming a little limiting. Because Cosmo doesn't have like far off attack, so either he just like ends up kiting and then I attack, which makes him functionally pretty much useless because then he's just going to run around. So I thought it would probably be more like he'll go in and like try to pin them, and then I will be not too far behind him and just kind of pick them. That was the cinematic thing in my head.
I can imagine the distance, like you coming in from a distance like a Valkyrie, riding on Cosmo, shooting, and then jumping off as Cosmo rams him with the horns, and then you just like keep doing it. Cosmo's just wrecking house.
Yeah, that's the stuff. That's what I want.
You can do that. He builds up his ferocity, and you're not in danger. She's got a little less hit points.
That's true. I do have a few less hit points.
Yeah, so that could be fun. Like, the problem with making the enemy fall prone is that they actually have an advantage against your arrows.
Yeah, so probably not for me, but great for melee. If you have a melee Beastheart, this would be awesome.
Oh yeah, drag them down. when your companion hits a large or small creature with their signature check, and both the companion and the target are standing on the ground, you can use your reaction to make the companion move the target. And you can make a move, and it pulls the target up to half their walking speed. So it's useful, but I don't know how often Cosmo will be on the ground because he's a flying guy. But if he is, he can basically drag these guys with him, which could be fun.
Yeah. It's really cool. And it's just a reaction thing. By the way, there's a great little table on the side which basically tells you the exploit name and then what type of action is used, whether it's an attack action, a bonus action, or a reaction, or no action, what level it is, and the ferocity cost. It's all neatly laid out, which is very nice and accessible. I don't have to read everything.
This is a well-made book. We are not sponsored by them, but if you want to sponsor us for like the next book or your Kingdom book, like Matt, we can talk. Give us a call. Speaking of reaction, feral reflexes. When they're hit by an attack, you can use your reaction to increase their AC against the targeting attack. It's a little worse shield, but it doesn't use spell slots or anything. So it's not too bad.
I would totally use this because it's a reaction. I don't really have a lot of reactions besides unless somebody gets out of my melee range, which is not happening because I try not to get into melee. So I have a free reaction and I can get +2 AC to maybe Cosmo who's in melee. I think that's well worth it.
Yeah. Next up, no escape. At the start of your turn, when your companion gains ferocity and doesn't enter a rampage, you can spend up to your wisdom modifier in ferocity. And until starting your next turn, your speed or your companion's speed increases by 5 feet times velocity spent. And that could be useful if you really need to. You can make yourself go fast, but also riding Cosmo, he can fly. I think it increases flying speed, right? Yeah, it can increase their flying speed. So if you really need to leg it after a guy, spend up to 10. Yeah, if you're not on a rampage, so yeah, you could get up to 9. So 45 feet extra flying speed.
That's a lot. Yeah,
definitely.
Hot pursuit right there. Nice.
Yeah. Go fast. And then if you don't need Cosmo to do anything, you could even go an extra amount by spending his action to dash.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get him, chase him down.
There's no escape from Cosmo.
That's the name of the move. That's the name of the exploit.
Do we shout out the name of the exploits like every Dragon Ball Z character shouts out the name of their attack when they do it? Spirit Bond, Kamehameha, no escape.
You can. I'm not going to stop you. You can pretend it's in a different language, but we all hear you weeping out. We all know. You can look up the Japanese version. Yeah, you can look up the Japanese version. Cosmo, give me your energy. Is that
Don't do this. I will. I've learned Japanese on Duolingo. I'm very bad at it still, but I'm trying. This stream is also
the owl is your monstrous companion.
Oh wow! Oh man, now I have a really cool character idea. I want to play like a lore cleric. No, what's it called? A knowledge cleric with a Beastheart giant owl companion, multi-class. That would be insane.
You could play as the owl creatures from Strixhaven and be an owl riding an owl.
That's a little meta, but I'm into it as well. Oh wow!
Primal Pout. 3 ferocity. When your companion hits a creature with their signature attack, you can use your reaction to command the companion to grapple the target. Target needs a dexterity saving throw. If it fails, it's grappled, and it ends if your companion attacks the creature other than the target. So maybe, I don't know, he could grapple something. He's not really a python, but it's an option if you're into it.
You can quick tangle them.
Yeah, I can see that. Quick hide, 2 ferocity. You can activate this exploit whenever you take the attack action. The first time you hit a creature with a weapon attack this turn, your companion can take the hide action as a reaction if they're able to hide. I mean, when you think Cosmo, you think subtle, you think hidden ninja.
Yep, that's definite. Yep, that's Cosmo. Just so well camouflaged amongst the battlefield. Doesn't stand out at all. No outrageous colors.
Yeah. Thrash, 4 ferocity. When your companion hits a large or smaller creature with a melee signature attack, You can use your action to command the creature to thrash the target from side to side. Force it to make a wisdom saving throw. On a failure, the target has disadvantage on attack rolls, and attack rolls against the target have advantage until start your next turn. I think this is basically like, Hulk grabbing Loki and just like smash him side.
I mean, that's an excellent image. Can you imagine?
I think it's a little less dramatic, but it is basically that. I think it's hard to attack someone when you're like doing this move.
It sounds.
That's
really
how I'll
fun.
play it. Yeah.
It sounds really fun. It's just a reaction, and they have to make a wisdom saving throw. And they have disadvantage, and you have advantage until the start of your next turn. Oh, all attack rolls have advantage, not just me. That's great. Yeah. That'll help.
Oh, yeah.
I might take this.
That could be fun. So, out of those exploits, have you decided which 3 you want? I think it's a Hurricane Blow.
Yes, I feel like Hurricane Blow is great. I think I want Feral Reflexes. I feel like because I don't have that much in the way of reactions, I think I can use this. Mind you, no escape doesn't even need an action. It's just there.
Yeah.
You just spend that much. I don't know how much I'll need to use it. So maybe I'll take it later if I need to. I really like Thrash. I might take it. It costs 4 ferocity.
It's also a reaction. Yeah, Thrash is also a reaction.
It costs 4 ferocity though.
That's true. It is a big move, but you get ferocity, you roll a d4. There is a chance you get it on the first round.
There is. That would be really cool. Let's take the risky ones, because that's fun. Let's take Thrash, Hurricane Blow, and Feral.
Okay, sounds good. Now, here's a little thing. Because you will most likely... so next up, at level 2, whenever your companion uses a ferocity attack that requires a creature make a ability check, they can use your Primal Exploit save DC in place of the normal DC. So that could be good. Like if your wisdom is like higher than their bonus or whatever, then yeah, that's pretty good. Now, a little thing, I'm pretty sure, depending on what you guys do, it is very likely after this little side quest, by the time you meet Cosmo, you will reach or be about to reach level 3. Because you guys have done a lot. I'm not going to lie. You guys have done a lot, been through a lot of experiences. Let Indrani talk to you into some things that you probably weren't that ready for. You've learned a lot of things. Yeah. So I think you might be ready for level 3. So I'm going to talk about the level 3 stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Master Caregiver. You gain proficiency in the animal handling skill, but since you already have it, your proficiency bonus is doubled for any ability check you make with the skill.
This is just going to be me like Snow Whiting my way through this campaign.
I was going to say Dr. Doolittle, but I like the way you think.
Same, but yeah, Dr. Doolittle as well. Just like, bro, Squirrel, bro, can you just show me the best way into this castle? Thanks, man.
Hey, bro, I got you. Just watch my nuts, and he goes off.
Yep, that's about right.
Yeah. And now, because you were probably going to level 3, let's talk about the companion bonds.
Yes.
Which are the subclasses for this character. Now, they're all quite interesting. I'll just go over them a little bit briefly. These are basically your connection with your companion is special, and each one is a little bit different. Mm-hmm. So, here we go. It's rooted in like different aspects of Wild World. So, some live to unleash their inner fury, others embrace the science of the hunt. Some focus on being protectors, while others use their companion's rage to harness the powers of hell. So lots of options. The ferocious bond is when you feel closer with your companion when you abandon all control and let instincts guide your every move. When your companion enters a rampage, you feel every moment of brutality, inspiring you to take a battle, fury of your own.
This is pretty much like this is barbarian Beastheart.
Yeah. Yeah, basically, if you want to be a barbarian with your beast, this is the option.
Yep.
In addition, next up, besides that, is Hunter Bond. You and your companion share a love for the hunt. Pair you are silent stalkers working together to take down prey of all sides. Where to feed your friends or destroy your enemies. Many Beastheart with this bond use ranged weapons to attack prey from afar, while their companions close in for the kill.
This is pretty much
like
Ranger Beastheart.
Essentially, yes. Or
Yes.
Archer Beastheart.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the image of the guy they've got. For each of these like subclasses, they have like a picture of like the idealized version of that that subclass, and theirs is just great. It's this goblin like in the swamp living his best life with this bow and arrow. It's great stuff. Oh, and he has a giant spider friend. He has a giant spider friend. That's nice.
Yeah. It's his little companion. Just watching over. It kind of
blended into the background, which is terrifying. It's like, oh, that's the spider we see. Where's the spider we don't?
Don't do this. It's dark already here.
Infernal Bond. Infernal Bond. You and your companion share a deep connection with each other. And with the 7 cities of hell. Might be that you work in the service of the devil, that you both spend time in prison in hell before clawing your way out, or simply that you bonded with a fiendish companion born in the lower plane of hells. Where's Cosmo from again? Yeah. Whatever the case, you are connected to 7 cities and can use your companion's ferocity to unlock infernal magic. If you do choose to do it, we will figure out like an equivalent of thing, because hell is a little different in Eberron. I guess there is like a place where like that kind of shit, where like that kind of place happens, but like we can figure out what it actually means. You know, guys, there's cool stuff we could do. If you were interested in that. Oh look, it's Evil Conan the Barbarian. Lovely. Next up, Primordial Bond. You and your companion share an especially deep connection with the magic of the natural world. By harnessing the fury of your companion, you can wield the power of the elements against foes. So Druid light, essentially. Which is great. I miss the fact that Druids used to have like animal companions.
They do.
Now they are the animal companion.
That's true. I mean, a lot of people do pick Druid as a class where they want to have like an animal companion. Just because it's thematically like feels right, even though there are no real rules for like a druid having a companion. Do druids even get like companions? They don't have like someone familiar. They don't have
Tasha's companion gives them the option to cast Find Familiar with their wild shape. So instead of turning into an animal, they summon the animal.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I do that in a game I run. No, not a game I run. A game I play in on a different server where I summon Hawk Lad, Eternia Claw.
Oh He's my god!
He went at me like, and legal advice. I summon my eagle, and he helps me out.
You're legal.
He is the legal eagle.
Do you make your characters based on a pun? You make all your characters based on a pun.
He wasn't. I didn't think of legal eagle, and I thought I was thinking of Hawkman, which was like a cartoon from back in the thing, which is like a superhero who just does awesome. Yeah, so I just did Hawk Lad, and then someone else said legal eagle, and I was like, yeah, okay, we'll go with that too. But he is Hawk Lad. He is not the legal eagle. He's just a lawyer hawk who practices Fey law.
Who came up with attorney at Claw?
One of us. I want to say it's me, but it probably wasn't. Probably one of the other players.
Oh,
and it's good. Attorney at Claw. He's fun. Yeah, this is good if you want to have like sort of like more magical spells as your kind of exploits. Using nature magic.
Yeah.
And next, in addition, there is the Protector Bond. Nothing is important to you and your companion as your pack. The bond you both share sharpens your offensive and defensive powers, letting you put your bodies and lives on the line, protect your allies and those who travel with you. I guess this might be fighter. I don't think there's an exact class, but it's basically the tank. If you want to be the tank Beastheart, this is how you do it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. And yeah, those are the 5. So out of those, which speaks to you?
So I was also trying to think about this because this is a very difficult decision that I have yet not been able to make. But I was trying to figure out, like, in the backstory, right? Cosmo and I fought in a war. So thematically, I would say the nature one is out because I don't feel like that fits. Nor does the hell one fit unless Cosmo's from hell. I don't know, man. You can tell me that. But I don't feel like those two exactly fit. Hunter kind of works, but it's like I feel like a hunter is more like, you were lost in the wilds as a child and a wolf pack raised you and then you learned from them and stuff like that.
Yes, you learned how to use a bow from the wolf pack.
Yes, that's exactly how you learned it. That's what happened in Mowgli, right? I don't know. It's been a while since I watched it. Don't look at me like that. The point is, I feel like it's very like, I don't know. It's like not like, it's very stealthy. That's the kind of image I'm getting in my head. I don't actually know if it really does stealth. Let me have a look.
But yeah, we'll check it out. Let's read this stuff. At third level, you'll gain 2 abilities: Chosen Quarry and Hunter's Instinct. You can single out a creature as your prey. Whenever they gain ferocity, you can spend 4 ferocity to mark a creature within 90 feet of you. It becomes your quarry, and whenever you hit it with a weapon or deal damage with a ferocity action, the quarry takes an extra 1d6. It's like Hunter's Mark, essentially.
It is pretty much.
Yeah. At third level, your instincts improve, making your formidable tracking, granting you better intuition. You gain proficiency in survival skill, and you can use survival instead of insight when you make a wisdom check to read a creature's intentions or discern if a creature is lying. That's interesting.
Can creatures lie?
It says creature, which means beasts and humanoids.
Ah, right, okay.
So you can use that on anyone. You don't need the insight skill anymore. You have survival.
Like, does a squirrel know how to tell a lie? I'm not quite sure about that.
Me lie? That's nuts. That's absolutely nuts.
Yeah, but like the next 3 are mostly like, laying traps, synchronized stealth, unseen hunters. Very like stealthy shit. Very like in the forest, I will track you down no matter what on my own.
I mean, to be fair, like what's called tracking someone down. What's called, you can like do it kind of anywhere. It doesn't necessarily have to be in a forest. You can track someone in an urban environment.
I know. It's a mental image in my head. Okay, you can track them anywhere. You can track them in a desert or a mountain or in the Underdark, whatever. That's cool. The point is, it's giving me a very particular vibe, which I'm feeling doesn't gel with the backstory that much.
Yeah.
Because I think like Cosmo and Medu pretty much like flew into battle against their enemies, which is not a very stealthy thing to do. Also, Cosmo.
So, yeah, you were more like Valkyries coming in as opposed to special forces going behind enemy lines.
Yeah. At least that was my process. So I'm kind of like, I kind of gave up on Hunter for a bit. So now I'm kind of deciding between Ferocious Bond or Protector Bond, because I feel both of those would work pretty all right.
All right, let's check out these 2. Let's see how they do. So Ferocious give you Frenzy, Charge, and Fury of the Wise. You learn to follow your companion's furious lead. When your companion enters a rampage, you can use a reaction to move up to your speed and make a melee weapon attack against the target.
This is not going to be fun for me because I don't do melee.
Yeah, you have to adjust your character build a little bit to suit this new vibe, which you can. I'll give you, as you're rebuilding your character, you can. Fury of the Wise, you experience with your character's rage or as those who dare stand it. You gain proficiency in the intimidation skill if you don't already have it, and your charisma intimidation checks gain a bonus equal to your wisdom modifier. That's pretty good.
That's pretty fun. Yeah.
You can scare the shit out of people. And the other stuff, they can keep getting ferocious. Their ferocity lasts longer. Your ferocity deals more damage. And if they hit a target within 5 feet, they can do the attack with damage. This really does encourage a very melee style.
Yes.
Getting up in the close of it at the very least.
Yeah,
and so what was the other one you were looking at? Infernal or Protected?
Protected. All right, I feel like that might work out all right. Like, this was sort of, I'll swoop in and distract you and like scatter the people and, that kind of shit.
So let's check it out. Beast Vitality and Pack Phalanx. At third level, when you choose a bond, your connection to your companion increases your natural vitality. Your hit point maximum increases by 3 and increases by 1 again whenever you gain 11 in this class. Right, that's not bad. That helps out with the whole losing some hit points from losing your fighter, which isn't bad.
Yeah.
Pack Phalanx. At third level, you and your companion learn to engage those up close to keep them from harming those you protect. Whenever you and your companion are not incapacitated and both within 5 feet, that creature has disadvantage on attack rolls against any target that is not you or your companion.
Again, made more for melee, but
it is quite melee.
I'll try to work this out.
Yeah. Additionally, like you were like saying, the nature magic doesn't work because that's not who we were. But also, this is like this is not necessarily who you were. Like the process that's going to make you a Beastheart is an evolution of your character. It's not who you were. Who you were was a fighter. You weren't always a Beastheart. You are literally, there's going to be a transformation from fighter to this thing. So there is going to be like this transformation, if you want to be like, it has given me like more connection, more understanding in the little bit of druidic magic my dragon Mark gave me. We can do that if you want to play that out, if you want to have that little vibe. If you're interested in like having an Infernal, I can create that option in the game. You know, like maybe the Dark Six isn't just interested in.
Oh no! Oh no!
Yes,
this is a problem. I feel like I need to discuss this.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Yeah. Finish everything.
And
yeah. Yeah, so that's an option. And if you want, like, if that's how we do it, we can do it. But yeah, it's like also because your idea was basically, you know, we didn't used to be that way. We weren't like behind anyone. If you want to be like, I'm not part of the Valkyrie squad anymore. I need to adjust my tactics to be a bit more this way. You can, because like, you don't get the traps until 7th level anyway. So it's like that is like something you would be practicing, you'd be learning, and you know, having an alarm system is always fun. But like, if that's not the style you want to do, that's fine. I'm just like saying, don't feel limited because like that's not how you used to be. Becoming a class is like, what are you becoming?
That is 100% true. I will definitely think of that then.
Good stuff.
Yeah, let me have a look at the other ones a little more closely then, since I have I need to figure out something that works with the range better. So maybe I might actually go, I don't know, Hunter Bond now or something, because that works with like longbows and arrows and stuff. So maybe I'm just learning now to work on my own more or less, since after the war I had to be on my own for quite a bit of time. Anyways.
Yeah, you're not part of an army unit anymore. So you weren't like, you don't have like the ready supplies of your things. You don't have the ready supplies of your house anymore. You've got like, it's you becoming more independent.
That's true.
Just me and my magical reindeer horse, and my Warforged friend, and my
mother
Nogu, and you know my favorite Dark Six worshipper.
Yep.
And yeah, and whoever she's shacking up with this session.
Oh boy, yep, them too. Oh,
I'm telling you it. Yeah. If Indrani could, she would just break into this call right now and just chew us out right now.
Just break into this call and tempt me with the Infernal Bond. You can do it.
Yes, because she really wants the Dark Six stuff. Yes.
I know it. It's such cool character moments, right?
It's great character moments. It's absolutely great.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If it were Medu, I would 100% be considering this shit. Maybe I shouldn't have said that in front of the DM. Okay, let's pretend you didn't hear that bit.
I'm sorry, did you say something?
Nope, that's a spirit.
Yeah, you hear them too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just in my head.
In that case, while you're giving that some thought, do you want to move on to the exciting, the adventure that is building Cosmo as a monstrous companion?
Let's do that. Since that sounds like the most fun right now, and I need some time to think about what I want to do for level 3.
Yes. So in the list of like monstrous companions, there like we've listed a few of them. That's cool. My favorite is the Mimic. I like the idea that my backpack is an attacker. It lets me build the Dora the Explorer character I've always wanted to, and have backpack actually get in the fight.
That would be amazing. Why are you giving me character ideas now? So cool.
Good. I'm sorry, you introduced me to Beastheart. Am I not supposed to make a Dora the Explorer character?
With the Mimic? Oh man.
Yeah, I'm gonna find someone who'll let me play a Beastheart, and then I'll do that. But yeah,
it'll be hilarious because you just ask your companions what should we do, and then you just pick your own path and do it anyways. Because
It's true. I mean, I can actually talk to the companion. I'm literally like, because I can speak to it, and the DM can speak on behalf of the backpack if they wanted to.
That's true. That's true.
But the people who don't realize it's a mimic, they think I'm insane. Why are you talking to your backpack? Your backpack can't talk back.
You'll hurt its feelings.
Kill them all. Yes. No, not today. All right. All right. So yeah, I think there's like a lot of example creatures here, which are pretty, pretty good for the companions.
Also, the nice thing about these is that they kind of scale up because they use your proficiency bonus for a lot of like dice numbers and your hit points, I think, as well. If I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
Hit points.
We do have a little bit of difficulty though, because while there are some creatures that are like big enough to ride, and there's also some creatures which can fly. Like the bullet is big enough to ride, and like the dragon wormling is like a flying creature. There's none which are big to ride and also flying. So we need to like figure out how to build that ourselves. So let's get a good baseline. Let's get a big beefy boy.
What about an owlbear?
Let's get a large owlbear. Those are fun. Like they were made to fly, but they can't because wizards are mean.
Yeah.
You haven't heard
those
apparently
wizards.
Apparently owlbears were made by wizards and then just kind of like forgot about, like as an experiment. But it's like, how many of these did you make? Or do owlbears just produce a lot? Because I don't think bears or owls are known for being very prolific reproducers.
Forget about them, man.
I don't know. I think, how many did you make? Did you just like make a bunch and then they killed you? Is that what happened?
I mean,
or did like a bunch of wizards all do this around the multiverse? Like, well, that was a fun prank. They just like let it go.
Just all the wizards, they get on a con call across the multiverse and be like, hey, you want to pull a prank on the mortals? Let's just make an owl bear. The heck is that? We can cross an owl with a bear. Everyone will do it. So everyone will think that, it's totally natural, but, it's just us wizards doing a prank.
Yeah, everyone's like, hey, owlbear's my original monster creature. Don't steal it. Everyone stole it.
Owlbear TM. Owlbear C. Owlbear, yeah.
All right. So, there were some advice on building them. So let's just look at that. Make your pattern. Yes. So companions have a +3 modifier on the ability that they use for their signature attacks. So, what do you think is Cosmo? Do you think Cosmo is more for his attacks going to be strength-based, or do you think they're going to be dex-based?
We had made somewhere. I'll have to pull it up. We had given Cosmo stats. So let me just go and have a look and see if I have that somewhere. And what they were. In which case, if we have something already ready, then we just need to kind of like match it.
Strength-based, or do you think they're going to be dex-based?
Cosmo stat block. What had we given? Oh, we gave definitely strength. Strength is good.
Yeah. Like
I've given him an 18 in strength, so.
Okay, so we'll keep him like in line with the owlbear in that case. Because the owlbears, they have the owlbear is, I don't think any of their ability modifiers are like higher than +3. So if we'll go with owlbear, his strength is +3. And yeah, I think the other stats are pretty good. The owlbear stats are like Dex 12, Con 15, Int 5, Wisdom 12, Charisma 10. I think that is pretty much accurate across the board. I don't think any of them have a higher Int than 6. But if you want to give him a 6 Int, I don't mind.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty much the standard across. I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just having a real quick look through them. I'm seeing mostly 5s and 6s, so I guess that's about standard.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, does the Deinonychus have a smarter one? Nope, that's also 5. So I mean, if a Deinonychus,
Deinonychus actually has an ability called Clever Girl.
Exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, I think the stats for the owlbear look fine, unless there's any that you really want to up or lower.
I think it's okay. Hang on. 10 wisdom's fine. Con is also pretty okay. Dex is okay. Yeah, I think that's pretty much more or less okay. I think what had we written from Cosmo? Because I know we modified Cosmo from either it was a griffin or a hippogriff. So yeah, I think it was a hippogriff. So yeah, it has what? 18. These are Cosmo's old stats. 18 strength, 14 dex, con 12, intelligence 10, wisdom 12, charisma 6. I'm fine with shuffling that around. I don't think it'll make much of a difference in terms of what RP we've anyways already established. I think it's pretty much all right.
All right,
I can just
cool.
switch it around.
Yeah. All right. Now, what do you think his signature attack is? We know it's a strength attack, but is it like hitting him with their hooves, hitting him with his horns? What do you think his signature attack is?
I would really like a cool horn attack. I think that would be a fun thing. But I'm also like not opposed to like having a first level like a charge attack or something because that might be fun.
Yeah.
So in which case, let's just do like a simple claw attack. Because he has claws. He doesn't have horns.
Does he have claws?
Yeah, he has claws. He's like a dragon.
Yeah. Okay. Then yeah, we can definitely. Yeah, confirmed. Fast dragon. We can make claws, so that's fine. Now, in addition to that, they either have proficiency in 2 saving throws, or 1 saving throw if they have damage immunity or base AC 15. So what is his AC?
Well, currently or like what we plan it to be? Because currently I think his AC is 12 natural AC. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So in that case, what's it called? The owlbears. Yeah, okay. So yeah, we'll have his AC be, 12. We'll have his AC be 12 plus his PB. That's like natural. Yeah, I think that makes sense, doesn't it?
That's all right by me. I'm fine with it.
Yeah. Okay. So that's fine. And
I'm just having a look to see everybody else's AC. Wow. Okay. So like the bullet has like 15. That's a beefy boy.
Yeah.
But yeah, most of them seem to have like 13 plus PB. Or
the option is like if your base AC is 15, then you only have proficiency in 1 saving throw. But if your AC is like lower, you can have proficiency in 2 saving throws. So I leave it up to you. I don't see him having AC 15, but maybe he does.
Yeah. No, I'm fine with that AC. Oh, the gelatinous cube only has an AC 11. It's a slow thing.
It's big. It's like everything's vulnerable. What's it called? So yeah, which 2 saving throws do you want to give him?
Let's try to keep it to what he had. No, did he have any saving throws back then? No, I don't think so. So let's give him a strength saving throw because I feel that should be all right. The other one is either Dex or Con because I feel like that's pretty much right. Dex because he should be a decent flyer and kind of not get knocked down, but Con because he is also pretty strong. I think maybe Dex.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know.
Which do you think makes more sense for him?
I feel like Dex. He has to be a little maneuverable. So kind of avoiding like other things that are being thrown.
That's true. And it does make sense his health isn't what it used to be ever since, the war. He did lose a wing.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's happening. His skills, I think athletics will be a skill. You want to add acrobatics or something? Like or perception. What do you think makes more sense for
him? Good question. I don't know. Acrobatics works as well because he needs to be a little maneuverable. But also, he does have a wing issue at the moment. So maybe he's not as maneuverable as he used to be. Maybe he has to rely on his senses a bit more now. His other senses to get where he needs to. Maybe perception.
Athletics and perception. Nice. All right.
I think so.
So that works out pretty nicely. Next up, companions deal 1d6 plus PV with their signature attacks. It's a claw, and they have either a bonus action, reaction, or trait that benefits their caregivers. So what? Let's see what the owlbear's got. The owlbear has a keen sight and smell. What trait does he have right now? What does Cosmo got right now? We might be able to just use that straight up.
He has keen sight. Cosmo has advantage on wisdom perception checks that rely on sight.
Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, we can keep that unless there's like a trait that you saw that you really wanted to have.
Not particularly. I think the rest, the other trait he has is the charge thing, but I think we can make that an actual like attack, like a ferocity thing.
I think we will have that. So yeah. Good. So yeah, let's have that be his first. So so he's got a keen sight. Let me just double check that. Reaction or a trait that benefits. Yeah. He's supposed to have something that benefits the caregivers. This kind of only helps him out.
Wait, is this one of his bonus actions?
He needs to have something that's either a bonus action, a reaction, or a trait that helps out his thing.
I see. Well, let me have a look. The other creature. The other creature which I thought might have also worked somewhat similar to Cosmo, obviously it's much smaller, is the Bloodhawk. So because it has like a similar kind of it's got like all the flying and swoopy shit. So I'm just having a look. Actually,
I think that's some stuff we can take into account.
Swooping doesn't sound bad at all, actually.
The hawk ends his movement. Oh, that's a good one, yeah.
That doesn't sound bad.
He can either like, get in close to help you out, or literally take the attack for you if they can move that fast.
Yeah, and it's just once a long rest, so I think that's all right.
I think that's a good one. I think that's a pretty good ability. I think we should take that one. That's pretty good.
Yoink.
Yeah.
Let's just
yoink it.
Yep.
Now let's get your abilities. I think as first level and third level, he's going to have 2 abilities. He'll get another one at 5th level, but we should just figure out 3rd level for now. So let's find a nice charge attack. I mean, like anything can be a charge attack, basically. Like if you just move and then do the attack.
I don't think here they have. Oops, I have accidentally clicked on.
I think there is one. There's like a few good ones. Like you do an attack and then the person loses their reaction, or you do an attack and they are knocked about a bit.
Oh,
like discombobulating attack, stretch attack, giant weasel. What you got for me?
Giant weasel.
Yeah.
You ain't no weasel.
Spitting lava, mimic. Oh yeah, this one could be interesting. Distracting attack. The mimic, the creature makes a signature attack. I'm reading the mimic stats. On a hit, the attack deals its normal effect, and the next attack made against target before the start of the mimic's next turn has advantage. That could be useful.
Wait, hang on. Let me get to the mimic. Where's his hammer?
Mimic is just before Owlbear.
Yeah. No, where are you reading this?
His first level distracting attack.
Oh, I'm looking at Gelatinous Cube. The heck? Why am I confusing that for Mimic? Jeez.
Oh,
I got confused. My mistake. That's also pretty good. Could use that. But is there no like of this charge or knockdown attack? Maybe a warg or something.
I think those are like higher level abilities.
Oh, okay, yeah. So So
I think
third level Warg has like a brutal charge, which
I think that one we
makes
can
sense.
basically just take full on, just like grab the brutal charge for third level.
Mm-hmm.
And then for first level, I think either violent attack, which can move a target, which is from the owlbear, or maybe the distracting attack that can give advantage on, which do you think it makes more sense for you, for Cosmo?
The distracting attack, or which was the other one?
The owlbear's violent attack that makes it move.
Oh, hang on. Move the target. I mean, this could also work because then it's just like he kind of like charges with his like horns and basically pushes them. It's not that out of the ordinary.
Yeah, that could be good.
That could be fun.
Yeah, and
The distracting attack's also pretty good. Yeah.
The distracting attack, what's it called? It's good, but the violent attack also deals extra damage, equal to your proficiency bonus. So like, which do you like? Both are good. Both are good. Yeah. It's like, what do you want more? Like extra damage and moving around the battlefield, or discombobulating and someone else can gain advantage on the next attack against it?
I actually really enjoy battlefield control. That is a really fun part of D&D, which not a lot of classes do very well. So I'm going to take the violent attack for this, if that is
good. Go for it. Yes.
Let's do this.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah, I have spotted a typo.
Oh. Have I spotted a typo? What is it?
No, it isn't. Why is it giving me the typo then? How can I copy paste and get a typo? That doesn't make sense. The heck?
Yeah, MCDM, they don't make mistakes, but your word processor might.
Apparently, it's writing the everywhere as TE. The heck? That's so weird.
Oh, sometimes the words don't like copy over when you Control C. Yeah,
this is
so,
really weird.
We got like first level done, third level's done. Fifth, I think we should have time. I think we don't need to pick it yet. I don't think we're in any hurry for that.
We're not in a hurry. Because then eventually we need to get to, if I don't know what level we'll ever reach in this game, but at 9th, each thing gives you like a mystic bond kind of benefit, which is really cool.
That's true. We need to figure out what that could be. I think I like the one that I thought was fun is the Bloodhawk ability. As a bonus action, you gain a flying speed equal to your walk speed for 1 hour. You can't use this benefit again until you finish a long rest.
It's pretty cool.
I think that could be fun. Just like having 2 people who can fly.
It'll just be Peter Pan. Nobody can stop
just Peter Pan.
We can fly. We can fly.
That's a good one. It's more interesting than Owlbear. You let out an inspiring hoot.
It's very cute and very thematically done, but like.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. That'll be fun for 9th. I think you'll probably get to 9th level. We'll see. And what was something I wanted to all the things for the while? Okay, so we have your abilities, we have Bear Hug we can do later. Hit points. Yeah, we'll just do hit points. And what speed does the Hippogriff have?
I believe, hang on, let me pull that up again.
I think it's 60 feet. I feel
no,
I feel just to make it a little bit more, I think just to make it a little bit more balanced to everything else, and like the monster because none of them come close to that.
No, even the dragon one has just 40 feet. Its speed is 30 feet on.
Yeah, the speed on ground is 40 feet, and the speed in the air is 60 feet. That is a lot faster than any of the monstrous companions. So I think just to make things a bit more like balanced, and also just like we'll say that you guys were able to go really fast because of you were pushing yourself during the race, but since then it's been like so I think like we'll just bring it down to 30 feet, 30 feet.
I'm fine with that. That sounds okay to me.
All right. Yeah. So you got that going. Yeah. Hit point wise, what's it called? We'll go with Owlbear and Dionysus, which is 7 plus 7 times the caregiver's level.
Sounds about okay, which is like 7 plus 14, that's just 21.
Yeah, it is 21. And when you hit level 3, it'll be 28.
Yeah. We decided armor class 12, right? Plus PB. Okay.
Let me just double check stuff.
I think that's what we said.
12. Yeah, that's what we've said. That's what it's on. Just double check the hippogriff. Yeah, you know what? Just because he's a tough boy, I'm going to say, because none of the elves have 12 plus PB, I'm going to say he can be 13 plus PB. Just to match up with the other guys. And not because, don't spread rumors that I'm a softie or anything. Don't you dare tell people I'm a reasonable DM.
Even
nice. Nice. Yeah, so 13 plus PB, that should be fine. Proficiency bonus for level 2 is just 2 right now, I think.
Yep.
So he's armor class 15, which isn't bad. You can have worse. And then with your reflexes, it's 17.
Oh wow, yeah. That's fun.
All right. So I think he's kind of done. Senses will be the same as whatever the hippogriff has. And there's nothing else really that's needed. Oh, right. The hit die are all D8s, in case people are curious for any reason. Yeah, the hit die are D8s.
Yep.
Yeah. And yeah, I guess the last thing to think about is, have you decided what subclass you want to be?
In this much time, I have not yet decided. Mind you, Indrani is cool with the hell subclass thing.
Yeah,
I really want to have
pushing that really. She's pushing that really hard. I can see her, reprogramming Pewter to embrace the Dark Six.
What if we just make this an evil campaign, guys?
Wow. All right. Just let people know, hey guys, the Broken 12, we're saving the world because we want to rule it. That's the goal.
I mean, that is 100% valid reason to save the world. I'm just saying. It's not a bad idea.
As long as you save the world, I don't care what you do with it afterwards. That's my point of it. Yeah. Because I put a lot of effort into this world. You can rule it, but it's just, just don't let it fall apart. Just don't let it be destroyed like that.
Poor DM might feel so bad. Like, I made all this effort. Now, if you destroy it, I'm going to be real mad. I'm going to have to change everything.
It's like people say, I can't believe you killed my character. And on the other hand, now I can be Dora the Explorer with a mimic backpack.
That's true. I mean,
true. Yeah.
You get the chance.
Yeah. All right. So that, I think, is pretty much, you're still, I think, of your subclass. You haven't, made a firm choice yet, one way or the other. Although, even as she's, pushing you towards the hellish side.
I mean, let me have a look at the hellish side, because if it ends up being a melee thing, that's going to be a problem for me.
All right, let's look up hell side. Yeah. So, Infernal Bond. You gain Devil's Understanding and Infernal Exploits. You can speak, write, and understand Infernal. You gain proficiency in Arcana or Religion if you do not already have proficiency in those skills. At 3rd level, you gain an Infernal Exploit, which are like Primal Exploits, but more hellish. You gain one of them, and you can choose an additional one at 11, and you can replace them as you go on. So there's stuff like Brain Dem. When your companion hits someone with an attack, you can use the reaction to companion regain hit points, basically turn Cosmo into a vampire. Hellish Wound. When your companion hits another creature, other than a construct or an undead, you can have the attack deal a hellish wound. And they lose 1d8 10 hit points for each hellish wound they have. And they hellish wounds close if they receive magical healing. But, it's a good way to keep going at them. Infernal Teleport. As an action, you or your companion, your twin, surrounded by swirling shadow and smoke, and you can teleport within 90 feet of your position, of your starting position. Wicked Deception. As an action, choose a hostile creature, AC within 30 feet. They must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or suddenly view you and your companion as friends until the end of your next turn. While in this state, the creature is unable to attack or otherwise harm you or your companion. This effect ends early if you or your companion attacks creature. Creatures immune to the charm creature can't be affected by this exploit.
Yeah, let's go charming our way throughout Eberron. That sounds fun.
Yeah, be fair. It's your beast monstrous companion. It will not protect Pewter or Talvar.
That's true.
Like, they'll keep fighting them, but they won't bother with Cosmo until Cosmo attacks them.
Yeah, I'll just be chilling there with like a little martini and like a little umbrella thing in a glass, and just watch the other two do their thing while I chill out with my new.
You know it lasts basically a round, right? It only lasts a round. You can't even finish a martini in 6 seconds, or if you do, you have a problem.
Watch me try. I have great constitution. I'm joking. I have terrible constitution. Ooh,
yeah. Well, the last time you went to game, you will play well.
The fiendish form?
Oh, yeah.
This is cool. You become a fiend. Anyways, that's kind of irrelevant since we're probably not going to reach level 15. I mean, if we do, this campaign probably went off rails.
Yeah. Fiendish form, you do not become a fiend. Cosmo becomes a fiend.
Exactly. I mean, that's kind of cool. Turns like blood red. Awesome.
Yes, we're expecting alternate art of the blood red Cosmo, and he literally becomes a nightmare.
Okay, now that sounds really cool, and I'm into it. I might actually just do this.
Okay. I blame Indrani for this turn of events.
But it's never gonna happen because it's like level 15. I have to like look through things that go up to like the 7th one because that's about it. And then
if we ever do another PvP and it's level 15, we'll go with infernal version of Maydu and Cosmo as they go in as demon creatures. Like, this is how they could have turned out.
I'm totally into that, just saying. Because that would be it's like evil versions of all our PCs. What if Talvar wholeheartedly embraced the Dark Six? You don't know if she is going to, but you know.
Yes.
If she doesn't, then we need an alternate version.
What if Nogu went through his edgy teenager phase instead of his sweet and so on? Let out all the fire, the destruction of nature. Black nail polish, like just full leather jacket, got heavy metal playing, like that's Nogu. Yeah. He's just dorky attack. He's like Tobey Maguire from Spider-Man 3. He is. That's the level. That's what he thinks edgy is.
Wow. I don't think the nature one is going to suit. I don't know why. It's just not feeling right for this character. So I'm not going to pick it. For sure. So now you've given me like 4 to think about though. Infernal, Hunter, blah blah. I don't remember the rest. Ferocious and Protector. Why not make a trap though? Why? Why is the 7th one of this a trap of Hunter? Otherwise, this would be perfect.
What's it called? When you set the trap, you get a what? What?
So now I want to point out this in D&D. Very few times do making and setting traps come in handy. Unless you're doing like a fun tower defense thing. The chances of you using a trap is kind of low.
I mean, the nice thing about it is that it lets you know with a mental alarm within 1 mile of the trap being triggered.
Yeah.
And so it's like useful as an alarm thing.
Like, see, I'd put this like if we were taking a long rest everywhere in like some totally wild or / dangerous area. If we had to like take a long rest, then this would be cool. But like combat-wise, completely useless.
No, it's definitely less of a role-playing. I mean, maybe you can use it in combat.
You can. It is just an action, so you technically can. But let's be honest. Are you going to? No.
Yeah, but it is also useful, like role-playing wise. Like if you think you're being like hunted, because you know it's going to last 8 hours. So you think someone's on your track. It's a good way to know, are they coming this way? And just like stop them at that. It's like useful. And like, here's the thing: if you guys pick abilities, like I'm not like behind the mirror. When I see people pick abilities, I am adjusting the campaign to adjust. Like, oh, she's playing a flying character. Okay, let's have a fun thing for flying characters to do. 8 Winds Race. Oh, here's a cleric. Okay, what are cool things clerics can do? Crises of Fate. Okay, up to you to hear. Like, Pewter. What are fun things we can do with Pewter? Show off Warforged. I have cool ideas I'm not going to bring up because they're spoilers for future events. But I am thinking about this. Like, I like he's a monk. I will have opportunities for cool monk shit. If you pick an ability for like trapping, I'm going to have opportunities for trapping to be cool.
That is true. That is very awesome of you. I did think you were going to say Rust Monster for Pewter.
What? Change notes.
I was just waiting for it. Like, Pewter, a Warforged monk. What do I do to challenge him? Rust Monsters.
Wait, you already faced a Rust Monster. It was the acidic ooze. The great ooze. Although it didn't eat him so much as it like ate them. It would try to eat Nogu.
Yep. But there are more chances for that happening in
we
City of
here
Rome, where apparently all
to win a
sorts of
World
weird
Cup.
things
Or
live in the
does
sewers.
we here for?
Yeah.
We
That's
here
exciting. We're going back there tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. But in addition to that, we have also, as you probably guessed, we've been like, Alec has been like writing this down, writing all these character stat blocks. So once that's sorted, I believe we are going to be sharing the new and improved Monstrous Companion Cosmo in the Discord. So if you guys want to check out and play with your own and be a Beastheart with your own Cosmo, definitely do that. Let us know how he is. Let Cosmo know how his cousins from the herd is. He hasn't heard from them in a while. It's nice to send a postcard. But yes, let us know.
He has a herd? Oh man.
Is he the only mage? Was he the only mage? But I think you were a unit of
I
him.
have no idea. That's up to you. I have no.
He's not the only one, but he's the only one you think is still alive.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But there were more. So maybe they went off into the multiverse, and maybe they're in your game right now. Go Beastheart and Cosmo. So Beastheart one of these creatures. Let us know how it goes. Let us know if you made him sign an infernal deal, or if you went through it. Let us know how it turned out. Yeah, Cosmo for every game. But yes, I think that's all the bits and pieces. You don't need to pick the subclass yet because there is time until you reach level 3. But do give it some thought. You are leaning 4 ways. I'm going to give you time to figure that out.
I will let you know
what you do. Yeah, let me know. And if you guys want to find out what that subclass is, stay tuned for the Broken 12 every Wednesday, 7:30 Indian Standard Time. DM by me, having Alaka, and also Shubham and Indrani, 2 other wonderful people who you should also check out. They're great. They're great people. Potentially, as part of a new evil potentially they're going to turn this into an evil villains campaign. So watch, see if their darker temptations take them. And yes, besides that, we will see all of you guys next time. Thank you for joining us.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye. Let's